The story begins by reaching out to you in heavenly spirit and by the grace of God Almighty to share a history journey to transform a nation and a continent. Africa is known to be the place God planted the first seed of life for His children on earth. It is the Olduvai Gorge in Ngorongoro, Tanzania, where the first evidence of humankind was discovered. Tanzania remains Garden of Eden, like even today. Centuries that followed, Africa was far free than today. State and autonomous groups with distinct language and taboos had their mind and resources free. Africans' communities had everything needed for a comfortable life. The world changed over time. The so-called civilization begins to touch its line in the West. Industrialization became everybody's vision in Europe. So in America, African continent is divided. New era began. Men became slaves in their own land while watching a cup filled with valuable resource is by force taken from their hands and no one to rescue, living a painful life for years. In 1961, New Hope was born in the same land where mankind history belongs. At this time, nothing valuable has been left out in the country. The total way of life has been changed. A self-made man has been transformed to a weak and dependent man that has a total impact on both economic and ruling system negatively. In 1964, Tanganyika and Zanzibar opted to unite as one country immediately after the revolution of Zanzibar. This is Tanzania. The Tanzanian flag features 4 different colors which hold a great meaning for the nation to identify our originality and what we share. Black is our color. Tanzania is one of the most ethnically diverse countries in Africa. Despite this complication, ethnic divisions have remained rare in Tanzania when compared to the rest of the continent. Furthermore, since its independence, Tanzania has displayed more political stability than most African countries. This has been partly due to its culture of tolerance, the friendliness of its people, and the unification of the nation through the use of Swahili as the national language, although over 130 languages spoken within its territory. Tanzania is extremely well endowed with lakes. The total water area covers 61,500 square kilometers, or about 6.5% of the total land area, 88% of which is made up by 3 major lakes. Water bodies provide habitat for multiple plant and animal species, offering tourism sector variety of destination and economic activities, including fishing, farming, and hydroelectric power generation. Natural resource is a major and growing component of the Tanzanian economy, contributing 22.2% of the GDP. Tanzania has a vision under Vision 2025, a 1998 document, whose main objective is to transform the economy into a strong, resilient, and competitive one, buttressed by science and technology. Tanzania has already resolved to pursue the industrialization course in order to hasten attainment of the aspirations of the country's Development Vision 2025, which aims to have a nation with a competitive industrial base that supports inclusive and sustainable economic growth. This is also in the line with African Vision 2063, whose aim is to transform, grow, and industrialize African economies through value addition of resources. At 943,303 square kilometers, Tanzania is the 13th largest country in Africa and the 31st largest in the world. Tanzania is mountainous and densely forested in the northeast, where Mount Kilimanjaro is located. Africa, the second largest continent in the world, covering about 1/5 of the total land surface of Earth. Untouched dense forest with massive virgin fertile land, is a diverse continent, offering human and natural resources that have the potential to yield inclusive growth and eradicate poverty in the region. The vast wilderness areas are home to the Earth's biggest concentration of large mammals, from elephants and giraffes to hippos and zebras to lions, leopards and cheetahs. Africa hosts most of the 7 natural wonders of the world: the Pyramids of Giza, Egypt, the Victoria Falls in Zambia and Zimbabwe, Serengeti Migration and Mount Kilimanjaro, all in Tanzania. African countries have seized the opportunity of the crisis to foster structural and macroeconomic reforms that could pave the way for increased inclusive growth over the long term. Finally, reforms that address digital infrastructure gaps and make the agricultural, industrial, infrastructure, transportation, and digital economy more inclusive, ensuring affordability and building skills for all segments of society, critical for improving connectivity, boosting digital technology adoption, and generating more and better jobs for men and women. Africa has the world's largest free trade area and a 1.2 billion person market. This is when Tanzania, as one of Africa's fastest growing economies, with nearly 7% annual national GDP growth since 2000. Through its investment organizing body, the Tanzanian Investment Center entered an agreement with World Holding International, welcoming the support, sustainability, agriculture, and industrial revolution in particular in the cashew nuts product that has been the main and foremost focus to start with. As an additional marketing strategy, Tanzanuts, under consideration for co-branding with consumer food products that are already popular, like Patti LaBelle's sweet potato pie. Many more to come. Dar es Salaam, as a city and a commercial port, has established itself as a unique facility that can be positioned strategically into a commercial and economic hub and a viable global entry or exit point for Tanzania, East Africa, and the African continent as a whole. The port has all the amenities necessary for a much bigger business volume. This is keen to enter into a strategic sister partnership with New Orleans, a city in the state of Louisiana, a port along Mississippi River, and an economic and commercial hub for the broader Gulf Coast region of the United States, through which Tanzania will be able to access the global market for its products. Tanzania has a lot of products and services to offer to the global market, provided they are well tailored to suit the market needs. Under the proposed sister partnership, Tanzania will benefit immensely in terms of achievements under the innovative MDI, industrialization of the agricultural subsector, introduction of new product brands, full monetization of agricultural crop outputs. World Holding International and World Holding Tanzania own a new frontier, literally or figuratively, of what the Africans' business culture for a long time has been waiting. The opportunity is to change the game from monetizing raw cashews and many other agricultural crops as a commodity to monetizing via value-added retail and direct-to-consumer. The corner of success is not producing what you are producing, but who are you producing for and how. Wild Holding International and Wild Holding Tanzania, through market-driven industrialization concept, has set the new business that presents the brand Tanzanuts with added value in form of processing, packaging, and its availability to the world market. A call has been made to join the movement, and Tanzanuts product intent to connect Tanzania, of course Africa, to the US and global market by strengthening supply chain in 2022 and more.